Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of, you know what? Hi guys. How are you guys doing today? You know, sometimes I don't stop often enough to ask how you guys are doing, and it's been a while since I saw you guys, and I really missed you. So, if you feel like it, why don't you guys send me a message and let me know how you're feeling? Are you doing good? Are you doing bad? And we'll talk about it. I promise. Anyway, I'm Artorius the blacksmith, and it has been a while since we hung out. Last time we hung out together, I think we were working on paying some taxes, and let me tell you
Ready to get
something.
going.
Uh, Good day, Mr. Vorstag. No, we're not going anywhere to just today. It's evening time anyway, and you know I don't like to go out in the evening. But yeah, so taxes. The Jarl has been putting the tax money to good use. He has had workers from all over the hold, going around all over Markarth, crawling around like ants, fixing all of the lighting all over the place. And I just wanted to let you guys know that we did have one of the workers, or actually it was a team of workers, that came knocking on the door asking if we needed any help with lighting in our house as well. So I totally let them come in, and they have put a lot of work in. They put these braziers up over here. See these braziers up there? And they are amazing. And remember all those flickery dickory do problems that we were having because of this that weird doohickey? Actually, I'll go ahead and show you. If you didn't see this before, I put this basket here just because this thing freaks me out. But we're just going to take a look at it real quick, and then I'm going to put the basket back. Okay, you ready? All right, here we go. Ooh, what is this thing? This thing is creepy. It totally freaks me out. Look, it's got like little crystal spiky things on the inside, and that's definitely Dwemer Technology. Now, let me tell you something. Okay, sorry, I was freaking out a little bit, so I just put the basket back on there because what I was getting ready to say was that is some Dwemer Technology. Now, if you look around here, you'll see we got some Dwemer stuff left over. There's these light thingies up here that don't work anymore, and I've been doing quite a bit of studying. You know, in the last episode, after we paid our taxes, we visited the museum, and look at this. I got Dwemer metal piled up over here. I got stacks of it over here. We went back to Nechuanzil. Me and Vorstag went back. I left Argus here because he's kind of a homebody, actually, and he starts, carrying on about floors need sweeping and things like that. But over here in my study, I just want to show you what I've been working on. And in here, you guys are going to be amazed. So remember the model that we picked up from the museum? So basically, I spend my, we got our business, and we're doing business, and we're filling up the market stall by the day, and then by the evening I come in, and before bedtime I just relax. I just take a look at all this stuff that we have here, and I found this. I don't know how to read that, but if you look at it, look, there's the sphere. That's a sphere right in the middle of that thing, and it looks just like these guys. And so I've been trying my best to figure out what that's all about. And then the first attempt at putting a model together, yeah, as you can see, that didn't work out. There were some pieces missing or something like that, so I went to talk to Calcelmo. He gave me a new kit, and he also gave me some spare parts, so I've got spare model parts there and some more spare parts here. I probably have enough of the spare model parts to probably even build one more model. But yeah, so I'm pretty much done with this one. Now, I've been looking at it. Okay, I've been studying it. And if you look behind me, I asked Vorstag if you didn't mind to carry this thing back. All the way back from underneath the Understone Keep. And if we just take a look over here, this guy is amazing. And I can't even tell you the level of detail that Calcelmo has in these models here. It's pretty much exact. Now, on the scale though, it's too small. It's this doesn't have some of the exact things that this guy has. But I'm a blacksmith. I'm a tinkerer, and this thing has me intrigued, and I really want to try to do something with it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep doing some research, and maybe head back over to the Dwemer Museum, because they do have another one of these disabled ones that's set up as a static display over there. And I might study that one and compare and try to figure out how these things work. I really would love that if we figured out how those things work. But in the meantime, speaking of Calcelmo, we do need to head over to the Understone Keep and speak to Calcelmo, because I received an interesting letter from a courier recently. And let me just go in here and show you what that's about. It says, a note from Calcelmo. Artorius Tarinus, thank you again for your assistance in Neshuenzel. Your efforts have afforded us the opportunity to resume the excavation once again. During my ongoing work translating the Falmer tongue, I have come across references to several important Snow Elven artifacts. If they still exist, they could have great historical and magical significance. Now, I'm not really concerned about this magical thing, but the historical and technological significance has my interest piqued already. My team has quite unexpectedly recovered several caches of ancient Falmer artifacts while working in Shunzil. The discovery of these ancient Falmer caches gives me hope that the Dwemer may have also held on to Snow Elven artifacts of importance, rather than having melted them down for scrap, as was previously assumed. Since you handled Neshuenzel's situation so deftly, I have him fooled, don't I? We used our little hired army to take care of Neshuenzel. But anyway, I digress. I would like to discuss with you the possibility of seeking out some of these items. Thank you in advance for your attention, Calcelmo. So thank you very much, Calcelmo, for that note. And there was some nice compliments in that note, about how good we took care of Neshuenzel. Anyway, so ramble. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to head over and talk to Calcelmo.
Early civilization and the magics they used.
All right, guys. So looks like we might be headed off for another mission sooner than I expected. I'm just going to go right over here, and he does come across every once in a while as being a little bit crazy. I'm just going to admit that straight away. But let's go ahead while we're here and take a look at these notes that he's talking about. Calcelmo's research notes. It says, this sheaf of papers contains countless scribbled notes, diagrams, and stains of questionable origin. It appears that most of it is direct translation from Falmer of multiple unknown sources. Excuse me. Perhaps the librarian at Winterhold College has something helpful on this. Winterhold College. I have heard rumors about mages at the College of Winterhold, and you guys know how I feel about mages. So we're going to have to look into that. But while we're over here, I do remember that there was something else I wanted to show you, and that was something that Calcelmo and I had talked about when I came over to get the models fixed. So we're going to head back over to the museum, and I'm going to show you something else. Here we are, guys, back in the Dwemer Museum, and what I wanted to show you had to do with another little incident, which was when I went over to talk to Calcelmo about the problems that I was having putting my model together. He had dropped this note on the floor, and it says Centurion Dynamo Cores, Dwemer Cogs, Dwemer Gyros, Dwarven Metal Ingots, Leather Strips. Why does it state these items? Why can't I make sense of the scriptures? And it says, I need to find someone who I can trust, someone who knows about dwarven smithing. Only then will I tell them my secrets. And it goes on. So once I realized that the note belonged to Calcelmo, I tried to give it back to him, and he wouldn't have it. He said that now that he had known how good I did in the Shuenzel and what an expert of a smith that I was, he had something else of another project that he wanted me to take care of, and that all I had to do was go in to his vault that he has here in the museum, and we would find exactly what he was talking about. So we're going to head right over here, and I believe what he was talking about is inside of here. And our key that he gave us should work on this door. Excellent. And let's see. So right in here, is this the vault? No. Is this the vault? Yes, this is the vault. And there is Calcelmo's secret findings. A Centurion Dynamo Core, Dwarven Metal Ingots, a couple of Dwemer cogs, and some septums that really don't belong to us. Now, I took those ingredients because Calcelmo asked me to. He said, I want you to read the journal that I left in the vault, and I want you to see if you can make sense of it. So I'm going to head back to the crafting area at our house, and I will meet you guys back there. Alright guys, we're back. And I just finished going over the notes that Calcelmo has in this journal. And if you look there on that left page, there seems to be an etching or an engraving of some sort of device that you can wear over your eyes that would actually work to enhance your vision, possibly. Now, I've been in Skyrim for quite some time, and I've never seen anyone wearing any sort of lenses over their eyes for any reason. I've often wondered how the elderly are able to continue to read all these fantastic books there are laying around. But I am going to see if I can fashion a pair of these. Let's call them goggles. How about that? Let's call them goggles. So I'm going to gather up a few things. I need to go to our stash and grab a bunch of our dwarven material that we found down in Neshuenzel, and some of the stuff that we were given by Calcelmo, and let's see if we can craft these things up. Alright guys, we're back, and I have gathered up supplies, so let us see if we have what it takes to craft up a set of these googly eyes. It looks like it's going to take 2 dwarven metal ingots, some leather strips, Dwemer gyros, 2 Dwemer cogs. All of these were no problem. We found tons of this stuff down in Neshuenzel. And then the Centurion Dynamo cores had 1, and then the one that we got from Calcelmo. So I have, I believe, everything that it's going to take to make a set of these goggles. Let's go ahead and do that. Excellent. And let's see. I'm a little bit nervous, but let's see if we can figure out how these things are supposed to work. I'll go ahead and try to put them on. Let's see. There we go. How do I look? Can I get a closer look? Oh yeah, cool. That's really neat. Look at that. You can even see my eyes through the lenses there. Interesting. But there doesn't seem to be much of any effect or anything that's happening with them. So let me try one more thing. I'm gonna grab some. What is that stuff called again? It's called oil. Is it called oil? Yes, dwarven oil. And again, we have tons of this stuff that we found down in Neshuenzel. So let me grab a couple of these. I might need to lubricate a few of these parts to get this thing working. And yeah, I'll go ahead and grab. I'll go ahead and grab a few. I don't know how much, if it takes any, or how far it's going to go. Anyway, yes. So give me just a second to figure out if I can lube these things up and get them working. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. And I think I finally got these things figured out. I've got them oiled up, and let's see. I'll go ahead and put them on real quick here. Alright, so we've got them on, and check this out. There is a light. Look at that. They come with a light. There's a light that comes on. I don't need to carry my lantern anymore. If I need a light, I can just use these guys. Uh, if you don't want to use the light, it also has this feature, which is really interesting. Uh, that's not what I wanted to do. Put them back on there. Yes, I just needed to adjust them slightly. And look at this. I know it's a little bit hard to tell, but it's brighter in here. Look at how bright. Oh, that's hurting my eyes a little bit even. So it seems like there's some sort of a light amplifying feature that can be utilized as well. Now, there's a couple of other little doohickeys that are attached here, and I'm not exactly sure what those guys do. Uh, this one makes a funny noise, and if you look at the smoke is going really slow that comes coming up from the candle right over there. Yeah, and so it almost seems like time slows down just for a moment. And then the only other function that I've been able to figure out how to use is that if I just adjust this little knob over here and press this little doohickey, all of a sudden I can see things that are living. I can see them through walls. Look, even if I come over here, I can still see Vigilance over there laying on the floor. And look at that. There's Warstag. And if I come over here, I can still see, like, I can still see him. How cool is that? So, oh, and it's kind of dark in here. Let me see. Can I turn on the light? Look at that. Look at that. These things are amazing. You guys, as a business person, I have to tell you, I think we're going to make a fortune off of these. That is, if we can get permission from Calcelmo to craft more of them. I think people are going to be very interested in this. Think of the possibilities. We could sell these to who could we sell these to? We could sell these to miners. We could sell them to people who are mining ore. I might even give some of them to the miners that are at the mines that we own. Oh, and that does remind me of one more thing before we go, and that was that I did do what I said I was going to do. I went around and I purchased a bunch of properties. If we just take a look real quick, we'll take a look at our ledger for our landlord's ledger. And I just updated this yesterday. We are property owners now of 2 houses, 2 shops, 1 inn. We bought the Silverblood Inn. They are renting it from us now. I bet you they won't even tell anybody. And we have 5 mines. We have spent 219,500 septims. And our income available currently is 15,144, and out of a total of 16,000. So I believe that since it was a while since the last time that we were together, I've already gotten my first rent in my landlord's safe here. And we'll just take a look here. And we've got ore from the mines, 17 gold ore. That is definitely, I think that's going to make up another bullion, at least one more gold bullion. And 15,144 septims. So I'll probably go ahead and take all of this stuff out of the landlord's safe and stash it over here. Separate out everything, put the ores over there. And then in here, since the last time we met, oh, and look at that. I believe Kosnak just made another sale. We have made our way back up to 8 gold bullions and 297,500 septims. We are, look, I'm going to do it. I want to see it. I want to see the numbers. We're going to take the septims out of there, put them in here, and hopefully it won't be too complicated. I'll put all 15,000. There we go, 15,000. And grand total of 312,500 septims. So even though we just paid our taxes, we are already almost back up to where we were after spending 200,000 septims plus on buying properties. So I think I might take another look at the last place, which is the Temple of Dibella. That's the only place that we haven't bought that's in the local area here. We have Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. We have the mines, Endon's house, another mine, Coalskegger mine, Left Hand mine. Super proud to be an owner there. Got a lot of history. We bought Ogmund's house, the Hag's Cure, and the Peste Resistance. So far, the Silverblood Inn. Now, I do have everyone's rent set at below standard, except for the Silverblood Inn. I have theirs raised slightly because reasons. And I hope you will agree. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope you like our new toys that we have to play with, and I am very much looking forward to hanging out with you again very soon in another episode. I am Artorius Taurinus, Thane of the Reach and fabled Master Blacksmith, and I'm see you later also. And I'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye!